just like really, really bad at talking to people. And it's only gonna get worse from here. Especially since I'm going to college and it's just like all this stuff and it's just I'm hearing like all of these like I'm hearing like all of my friends talking about how like brus they have like nobody to like talk to and like no one to sit with and it's just like egregious. It's like, dude, like believe me, I am going to suffer the same way, possibly even more, given my condition. I say condition as if like I'm actually autistic, but like you never fucking know. Maybe my mom just never told me. Maybe there are like actually just some secrets I just don't know. I just I just wish I was better, you know? And I don't know how to get better with it, because getting better with it would require me to would require to force me to get uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. And I really don't want to. Maybe I am autistic. That's such an odd um such an odd observation to like suddenly have, but like I'm thinking about it now and like when I'm at parties sometimes oh have a discussion, have a word. Oftentimes when I'm like in a public setting and like this is especially if I don't have headphones and I'm just like not feeling it at all, I become very um aware of my surroundings and the people therein. I become very aware of my surroundings and a little bit judgmental. Like I'll often just like take glances at people and then just like I don't want to say inner monologuing because that sounds very parasocial, but then I did say that I am the most parasocial person on the planet. So I begin to inner monologue just a tad, just a little bit regarding like anywhere from like their appearance or like their personality and it's just like, you know what I mean? And this only happens when it's like a public setting and I just kind of don't have my headphones to drown out the sound, you know? So, I don't know, dude. What have we learned? We've learned that I'm a very bad communicationalist. Um, we have learned that I am incredibly parasocial and that I might be autistic. So, that's just 10 10 tens all around. Um, you know, like it kind of sucks. 'Cause, like I've wanted a girlfriend for so long, as like any person, right? Yeah, I'll just take this, I guess. I wanted like a girl. No, actually, no, I'll take this because this is actually vaulted. I've wanted a girlfriend for so long, as like any regular person does. I wanted one for so long, and it's grown like increasingly more difficult to find like-minded girls to me. Like, I like all my homegirls, I guess. Right? They're all cool, but I would be lying if I said that we shared many qualities. We often don't. Very few and far in between. Like, I don't think any of them like anime. Well, one of them does. Or two of them do, but then again, I like hardly message them, as, stated before. So, Um, like, only two of them, that I know like anime. Um, you know, none of them, or I think one of them actually games, but she doesn't like do like actual. She doesn't do like actual like games. She does like Roblox, and then I think she plays Valorant as well. And then again, I also don't like talk to her at all either. Like outside of anything, actually, I just don't like talk to her at all. So it's like we don't share many qualities. So it's very difficult for me to find like-minded girls to me. It is very difficult. But then like on TikTok it seems like such a common thing, you know? And it's just like, okay, but where was all of this in like my high school years? Or where is all this now when I'm like actually kind of starting to roam the world and, you know, see the world for what it is? Where is all of this? Because the whole thing is I just have to start talking to more people, but I don't like doing that. Last thing I want to do is force someone to have to talk to me when they don't. I don't know, man. Anyway, you guys seen the new megas for the Kylo starters? It's kind of cool. I personally think that either Chestnut or Delphox are the best. Um, and I still think Ash Greninja is better than Mega Greninja. Fight me, nigga. I don't care. You can call it nostalgia. I legitimately think it is just cooler. Mega Delphox is probably my favorite, I can't lie. Mega Delphox is very cool looking. I mean, yeah. Shall we? I just wish that I was better. A lot better. Like, I want to be in love. Like, I want that really corny, cliche love, you know what I mean? Like, I want, where is he? Like, I want to be able to, like, just be corny, you know? I like being corny. Okay. I want to be able to, like, pick up my I want to be able to like pick up my girlfriend like she's a princess. You know what I mean? You know, like one of those princess pickups. I'm certain that you do. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm pretty sure I have one of the parts for this already as well, which is just amazing. What's the other part that I need? Is it the blade? I think it's the blade that I need for the pangolin. Let's see. I don't remember if it's a good weapon though. Blade? Blade? Handle? Fuck! Okay, we'll just go with this. Okay, they're extracting. Never mind, we won't. Okay. Get out of my way! I want to, like, be in that corny love, you know? I want to, like, do, like, cute shit. I want to, like, actually take pictures and be happy with them. Because, like, I don't take pictures at all. I take not a lot of pictures of myself. Might be an appearance thing. But, no, it's definitely an appearance thing. Sup, dude? It's definitely an appearance thing. I guess I just, like, don't like how I look in pictures often. Or, like, ever. But, like, I don't take pictures. Not even with, like, my friends. Like, the whole time at that birthday, the 2 birthdays I was talking about, I don't think I took a single picture with anybody. And, like, I would have been completely fine at my own party, not taking pictures with anybody. But, of course, like, my mom was present. And, you know, I don't want to say that she forced me. But it was definitely against my will. So, let's play Nova for a bit, I guess. We just like a lot of centralized damage on the thing, so what does a lot of centralized damage? Let's do the boar. Oh, let's go with the boar actually.
Ordis finds it odd that humans only get a few years to live, yet spend most of that time
doing everything wrong.
learning how to live.
Very ironic that you say that, Orders. Very, very ironic. Are you listening to me? Uh, still alchemy. Okay. Just keep doing this. Just keep on running it, I guess. What was I just saying? I don't remember what I was saying. Right, it was definitely against my will to take those pictures. If you were to like go through my phone,
The reactant is working on your relic. Find more.
you would just like hardly find any like recent pictures of me. I have like one good picture, and even then I don't like that picture either. Even just like not photogenic, but I just like I don't know. Never learned how to take pictures. Um, I never thought I looked good in them anyway, so I just don't take them, you know? So, like, I feel like getting a girlfriend, especially one that, like, you know, is obviously fucking attracted to me, because, like, why else would she be into me? Having a girlfriend would, like, obviously, like, give me the incentive, but also, like, have her force me to take pictures of us, right? So maybe that way I can, like, you know, feel a little bit more comfortable. Feel a little bit more, self-confident.
That's it. You opened the relic.
I don't know,
Finish
dude.
your mission and we'll take a look
I'm
at
very, like, knowledgeable on stuffs. Just like a myriad of things. I'm very knowledgeable on stuff in general,
Must keep the pressure in range.
right? But it's just like, I could yap on and on about the relationships and like the dynamics of like the characters that I write for my books, right? I can go on and on about that shit, but then like the second when it comes to actually like, making those dynamics for myself, IRL, then all of a sudden it's like a huge fucking issue. Now I'm uncomfortable with it. Parasocials, right, chat? And I obviously, like, I don't want to say I, like, hate who I am, but I do oftentimes, like, wonder what it would be like if I was different, if I was someone else that, like, didn't have the flaws that I do, and, like, the bad qualities that make me hate the way that I am. So, like, I don't want to be bad at communication, 'cause that's, like, that's never good. Being bad at... Dude, are you fucking kidding me? Oh, I don't know if... Oh, do I go for a rhino? Wait, I have another rhino part, right? I'm gonna go with this, actually. I have like 64 other ways to get to Akjagara, bro. I have 32 of these fucking relics. I don't want to, like, be bad at communication, because that's, like, really terrible. Especially into, like, the career that I'm going into. Like, I want to be, like, a voice actor, or just, like, an actor in general, but primarily a voice actor, because, again, I don't like my appearance very much. But, cold and toxic. But, like, obviously to do that, you're going to need to be good at communicating. And I've done pretty well so far, for, like, all the shows that I've done. But, like, when it comes to, like, being in a cast with, like, full strangers that, like, are not even my friends, and, like, at one point, maybe I'll, like, actually, like, be side by side with someone who's, like, hella famous, and, like, actually, like, kind of look up to them. And it's just like, oh, wow, this is entirely fucking different from a classroom space. And then that whole, like, shtick about me being, or, like, not needing that good of communication for drama class, all of a sudden goes straight down the well. And now I, like, don't talk to any of my other cast members, because I just, like, don't feel comfortable with it. And there's gonna be a whole nother can of beans if I, like, miraculously do get, like, really famous, and then I have to go on those interviews with, like, and it's just like, I don't want to, I hate interviewing. You know what, another thing that I really hate, which, probably is an issue as to why I can never, like, communicate well with people in general, is I fucking hate questions. Like, that, as a concept, as a blind concept, that sounds like the dumbest statement I've made so far, but I don't like being asked so many questions. I don't like it. Maybe it just makes me feel like I'm being interrogated, but, like, I seriously hate questions with a burning passion. The amount of questions that my mom could ask me, and I would be so pissed off just to have even one of them thrown in my direction. A combination, the combination, like, the dynamic duo of what I don't like doing in a conversation is I don't like people asking me too many questions, and I don't like people asking me questions that could be answered with hindsight. Those are two things I don't fucking like. And my mom miraculously fills both of those boxes. So now, whenever she asks me a question that she definitely could know the answer to, it's just like, why are you asking me this, right? Maybe I'm just, no, I probably am a dickhead. But, like, I just don't like, I don't like being asked too many questions. And it's like, it's always when I say that, she's always just like, okay, but that doesn't make any fucking sense. It's how do you plan to get a girlfriend if you don't like having questions being asked to you? I don't know. I just don't like being asked stupid questions. Right? I don't like being asked questions of, like, shit that doesn't really matter that much to me. Like, I just don't like it, right? I don't like it. I don't like it. It's irritating me right now, and no one has asked me a question in the last 2 hours. So I don't know, man. What was I talking about before the whole question spiel? I don't remember. Yeah, I have no clue. All I'm saying is that I just, like, I wish I was better. Like, I don't, like, I don't hate my appearance. Like, I'm fine with my appearance. When I look good, I look good. And when I look anything other than good, I feel like complete dog shit, right? But I think that's just a natural thing for guys, right? And again, I don't want to be like the guy who's like, oh, there's like a male loneliness epidemic. Oh, like, guys never get compliments, which is like kind of true because guys almost never get compliments regardless, right? If you're attractive or not, it's like you don't really get compliments. But then again, if you're attractive, you don't like actually need to get compliments because you know that you're already attractive, if that makes any sense, right? Again, the whole hindsight thing. But it's like, I don't want to like, I don't hate who I am, and I don't like hate my appearance. I just like think that I look like dog shit 98% of the time. But in that 2% of the time, when I get my hair both like retwisted and obviously get my hair cut, then I look absolutely amazing, gorgeous, 10 out of 10, right? But then like oftentimes it's just like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Oftentimes I just like don't like who I am. I wish I was just like, I wish I had the communicative skills of some of my friends, because like my friends can just like go on talking to random people for like prolonged periods of time, and like I don't do that, right? Or like my friends are like able to like talk to girls effortlessly, it seems, and it's like that's such a foreign concept to me. It's like I would rather approach an old person than I would approach a girl my age. You know what I mean? Because it's just so, I don't want to say difficult, but it's just, it is kind of difficult. Is someone gonna come pick me up? The Harrow, my savior. I don't want to say it's entirely difficult for me to like actually like go and approach girl and like talk to them and like, you know, make easy conversation, but it is very difficult. And then the other issue that comes with it is like, in the event, which is very common, but in the event that I, you know, I feel or I sense that either me or her are both like uncomfortable in this situation, how exactly am I supposed to like back out of it, right? Like, I feel that once I'm in there, I have to like keep on yapping. I don't know, dude. I feel like I have to like keep on yapping until like either she says okay, bye, or like, you know, I just, I wish I was better. I just wish I was not as dreadful at communicating as I am. I don't know, dude. It's just too difficult. It is actually, you know what? It maybe is just too difficult for me. Maybe I am. Am I the asshole? Star Platinum. The world. Where is it? Chill. Caliban. Like, any fucking faster would have been great. Any faster would be appreciated. Thank you. Like, I don't know, dude. I just want to be, I don't know, better. More out there, I guess. Oh my god. And I just like it doesn't help that I have such a um what's the word I'm looking for? Um Give me a minute. Uh, 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 I'm okay. What was I gonna say? I don't even remember at all, actually. What was I going to say? It doesn't help that I have such a proactive mind, because it's like I want to add on to the. Is there anything here that I have to do? How much closer are we? 2 more away.
Nora sleeps better knowing her dreamers are out there, working to lift us
Yeah, I
up.
don't want to do. I don't want to do any of this bullshit.
That's all
All right.
from me.
Um, I don't want to like add on to my growing systems. That's not the fucking word I was. That's not the word I was supposed to say. My growing symptoms is what I was supposed to say.
Sorry. Artists will play with the volume off.
Nagantaka. I will just go with this again. I want to add on. I don't want to add on to like the symptoms, the mental inequalities that I already have. Are we gonna just not have anyone join this? The mental inequalities I already have, but like it might be an ADHD thing, but I just like I have such a proactive mind. My mind is working overtime, and again, this is this is very this is very what's the fucking word I'm looking for? I was saying it a lot a second ago. This is very I don't remember the word, but like okay, now I'm lost in my train of thought. And that's right there, dude. Like I don't um yeah, fuck me. I don't remember what I was. I don't even remember what I was gonna say. But I have such like a proactive mind that it's like I start like wondering the. I start like thinking the meaning behind like every interaction that I have. Or not every interaction, but like at least like when I'm talking to a girl, I just like when I'm done afterwards, my mind immediately starts sabotaging itself, and it's just like, yo, my nigga, I can't lie, you fucking fumbled that shit. You fucked that shit up so badly. I wouldn't have done it better myself, to be honest. Actually, I didn't do it better myself. But like, you know, like I distinctly remember I would like always like try to. I had like this one crush in high school, right? Senior year, which was like literally a few months ago. But I had this one crush, and like I would always like try to find her, often without her friends, in the hallways, because that is the worst situation ever to put me in. Especially if I like didn't have my dynamic duo with me that can like take the pressure off. Like I'd be so flabbergasted if I had to approach her while she's with her friends. Then I know immediately this is a an emergency situation to be in, right? This is the absolute worst position to be in, right? It's like in chess when that nigga hit me with like the Dutch opening, and all of a sudden I'm fucking cooked. Mind you, that probably isn't even like a good analogy at all, but like it's just like to get a grasp of how bad it was. It's like my opponent already had 2 queens already and is now pressuring the shit out of my king, and all I have is a rook and a knight in my defense. I am absolutely done for. That's like effectively what it is. So it's like I would try to like find her at times when she wasn't with her friends or like when she was like doing work by herself, and I would like, try to talk to her, and the conversations would go fairly okay, I guess. I would need like an outside source. Matter of fact, I did get an outside source. I had my left foot, I had my left foot man with me, right? Or rather, in this case, right foot. Whatever. I had my foot man with me, right? Or not with me, but he was like, I called him, or no, I think he called me actually. He called me before I was gonna go talk to her, and he was like, okay, just put me in your pocket so I can listen to the conversation. And I'll like tell you what you did at the end, right? So I was like, okay, that actually sounds like a very, very good strategy. That sounds practically fucking amazing, right? Who's a pretty sample? Huh? I'll just go with this because it's the only thing I don't actually have. So like that, I was in my head. I was like, dude, that's like actually one of the only good ideas you have ever said to me before. This is miraculous. Like I said, my mom. Huh? What the fuck are you talking about? This sounds like one of the only good ideas he's ever had. So I stuffed him in my pocket, and then I went up and I talked to her, as I usually tried to do. And it was like very rare that I ever actually like get the opportunity to talk to her when she's like, alone, because one, she was never alone, and two, I could never actually find her in the hallways, which is odd because our high school was incredibly small. There wasn't many places for her to frequent anyway. So, like I couldn't fucking tell you. She was truly an enigma. So by the time that I was done the conversation with her, and I walked away, I took that nigga out of my pocket, and bro, I can't lie to you, the debrief was so incredibly atrocious. Yo, I was doing practically everything wrong there. It was so dry. I don't know, man. I don't know. Where did I just go? So, I don't know. And then like the entire time I was just like, obviously for like a little bit I was playing it off as a joke. Like, that shit was, yeah, dude, I'm like really terrible at this shit. But like deep down, I am actually really bad at this. Really, really, really fucking bad at this. You could have thrown literally anybody else in that situation and they could have done leagues better. Leagues better. And it's just like, I don't know what it was, man. I don't know what it was. Maybe she was just like too pretty. Or some bullshit like that. Or maybe I'm actually just fucking stupid. Who knows? But like, it's stuff like that. It's like situations like that where it's just like my brain just like ever listened to Didn't Know Muscle Man was playing with us. Your Naz, do you ever listen to the Fish Talk? Nah. But I used to listen to, what are they called? Whale songs? Whale songs. What was I gonna say? Maybe she was just too pretty, or I'm just a fucking idiot. But like, it's times like that where my brain just like starts to sabotage itself, and then I start immediately hating the way I was there, because it's like I know that there were ways that I could have done better, but my brain just shuts off immediately when I'm just talking to her, and it's just like, wow, dude, I don't get it. Well, fuck you mean you don't get it? You don't know what? You don't know what those are? What? No, that's not what I wanted. What whale songs are? It's like literally just whale songs. It's like Literally just whale sounds that make you go to sleep. That's it. That's like, there's no punchline to the joke. That's like literally it. Maybe, what was I saying? My mind just sabotages itself. I thought it was a joke, I guess. It's, yeah. Um, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I don't even remember anymore. But like, that's when like my mind just starts to like hate itself, and then like my brain just like shuts off when like talking to her, and it's just like, oh wow, that's like so awesome, dude. I didn't know that it would happen like this. And then like again, my issue is that I run out of things to say. So like when I was talking to her, like, you know, she knew that I write. She knew that like I write books, and you know I've made like or I've like planned out 2 book series now. The whales are not singing. It's 2 whales making noises. What was I saying? I would often like, when I'm talking to, like, she knew that I wrote books and that I've like written 2 book series, and you know, so like oftentimes when I'm like done talking to like to her about like, you know, what she's been doing, I would like bring up my books, and she's like, oh, that's cool. But it's like, is it cool to you though, or like are you just saying that it's cool because it's unique and like you've never heard of anyone else actually doing that before? You like, you know what I mean? Like I just get so like deep into thought that like I start like becoming less confident in like what I do. And I know that's not a good thing. Like I shouldn't like base like what I do, or I shouldn't like base like my interests on like the validation of others. But like if I'm talking to like someone that I want romantically, and they don't show much of an interest in like, you know, the hobbies that you know, that I do, such as like writing books, then it's like it's, you know, doesn't feel very good. It makes me feel it makes me feel lame a little bit. And I hate, you know. I have everything from this. There's nothing in here that I could possibly like want that I don't already have. Couldn't handle the male whales. I just like, if I want something romantic and, you know, like, oh, she just wasn't showing interest. So like by the time that I was like done talking to her about like her classes, and then like I start talking about like my classes, and then when I'm done talking about my books, then I immediately run out of things to say. I don't know what to talk to her about, right? So, and like talking about like music and artists is such like a it's such a what the hell? Is there a way to get down there? Oh, wait, is there? Aha! Aha! J'accuse! Um, it's such, talking about music and like your favorite artist is such a cop-out way. It's such a cop-out way to make conversation. And like apparently, like, this is apparently because, you know, I heard this off of TikTok, right? So like you already know this is apparently, but apparently girls like don't actually like jive with that, right? And it's like, I guess it's understandable. It is like a really poor way of making conversation, but Like, what else am I supposed to talk to you about? You know, like, what other, you know, meaningless questions am I supposed to ask you? So I don't know. It's a whole lot of nada.
Corrosive cores results from the interplay
Like, I do want to be able to talk better, but... Like, it's, I don't know. I want to be able to talk better, and I'm just like, I see how just easy it is for other people, especially my other friends. They'll be at a party with people that like they don't even know, and they're able to just like be completely fine with it. But then the second I'm there and like, you know, I have to do it, it's just like I feel so unwilling to do it, and I get so bored instantly and so tired and so drained, and I just don't feel like doing it. So it's like, how are they able to do it, but not me? And I guess I'm just not, like, a problematic person, or, like, not problematic, but I'm not, like, a confrontational person. By all definitions of the word, I am probably a pussy, right? I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, you would see me, and, like, probably your, like, initial reaction, or, like, your initial thought is that, wow, this guy is not very intimidating, right? I'm very different from how I was, in, like, elementary and middle school. Like, obviously, I'm fucking different from how I was in elementary and middle school, but, like, I was like, why the fuck did I revert my thing? That's so annoying. But, like, I was, like, I was always getting into fights in, like, elementary. Not really that much in middle school, but, you know, but I always was getting into fights in, like, elementary, and I was, like, always, like, you know, I was one of them ones. I was one of them naughty boys. Actually, never mind, I take that back. I don't want to say that. But I wasn't, like, I was obviously, like, a good kid, but, like, I would just often get into fights. Just for the joy of it, because I liked fighting people. But then, like, now I just get I get non-confrontational. Like, I would hate to just, like, inconvenience myself and the other person by, you know, confronting them on the issue. Which is, like, again, that is a very bad quality to have. That is an incredibly, it's not a bad quality by any means. To be non-confrontational is not a bad quality, but it's certainly not a good one when it gets to a point where I don't want to talk to, like, anybody, right? So I just don't know. I'm a non-confrontational person. I'm a very peaceful mind. I don't really, you know, feel like, you know, fighting anyone and whatnot. Like, I'll try to, like, diffuse the situation as well as possible. Which, you know, like, like, given how, like, reckless people are with weaponry, like, I would just die instantly if that were to be the case, if I just, like, didn't try fighting back at all. Like, my life would immediately be sullied. Sold. If you can just, do the thing. No? Want me to go fuck myself? Okay. Are we still going? Alright. Okay. I'll go with this, I guess. I don't know. Just very non-confrontational. And, like, I don't want to say I'm weak or anything, but I don't really know, like, the extent of my... I haven't fought, or, like, I haven't, like, gotten... Yeah, I haven't fought. I haven't, like, fought somebody in a very, very long time. And I don't like normally hit the gym. Like obviously I did hit the gym because I had like weight room classes, right? But I don't like outside of that now. I don't at all hit the gym. And you know, I probably should. It's not that I'm out of shape or anything, but like, you know, obviously one could look better, but like even then, it didn't make me. Even then, when I was like in the weight room classes, like I didn't feel like I was getting more confident in my appearance, you know? So I kind of just like grew a little bit tired of it. I was just like, I was getting all of this like, I was getting all these aches and pains. Of course, I was getting like bigger a little bit, but like, well, no, I was getting pretty big because my friends were like, dude, yo, you're actually like you're getting kind of big, dude. I'm like, oh, thank you, right? Like, obviously, I was getting big, but I was going through all those aches and pains and getting like a little bit bigger, and I still wasn't like feeling different from who I was. So I kind of just like stopped caring about the gym. And I don't even remember why I went about. I don't even know why I went on about the gym. Actually, I don't fucking remember. Right, fighting. Um, so I don't hit the gym regularly, so I don't actually know like the extent of my strength. So like if I were to get in a fight with somebody, I'm probably losing that fight 9 times out of 10. Just because I'm probably like too weak to do like major damage, right? Because I'm such a non-confrontational person. Which is why I would kind of like prefer if my girlfriend was more of like an extroverted person, not, you know, the type of like girl that would be like, "Oh, I would crash out for you." But I mean like, you know, the type of girl that would be like, you know, like normal shit. Like if I if the waiter got like my order messed up, right, or it's like something that like I didn't want, right? I obviously like wouldn't pay half a mind to even bother telling them, right? But then like my girlfriend would be like, no, like it's supposed to be your order. This is your food. So she would like be the one to tell them. I know that sounds like so pathetic to say out loud, but it's like if I don't care enough or not care enough, but if I don't like have the want or need to do that myself, then I should just probably let, you know, I should probably let my girlfriend do it for me because I just don't want to bother doing it myself. It's not that I want her to do it, but like if she insists, if she's the type of girl that would like insist on handling it, then it's like, okay, yeah, I'll let you do it. Because it's obvious that I'm not gonna fucking talk about it. I'm not gonna go and bring it up, especially if it's like a waiter and it's just like, I don't want to bother them, right? Because it's like I already hear like enough anecdotes that like waiters low key hate their lives anyway, and like I hear like anecdotes that like waiters absolutely fucking loathe their jobs regardless. And it's like I don't want to like make it worse for them, but like, you know, obviously it's their fucking job, but I just don't want to. I don't know. It's just it's a not a nitpick, but it's a weird thing with me. Oh, oh no, dude. Um, who should I play? Let's play. Yeah, let's play Corvex. I did get some new stuff. I wonder if there's anything that I could feel like throwing on to him. This is probably not gonna change because I actually kind of like that. Maybe this. No, that looks fucking stupid. Okay. Yeah, whatever.
If lost on the plains outside Cetus, you may derive sustenance from mineral dense termite droppings, which the Ostrons call beetle dung. You may
termite feces is what he just suggested that I eat. Amazing, Ortis, thank you. Your wisdom never fails me. Neuroptics. I've opened that enough. Let's do this one. I don't think I have the distress. No, never mind. I'm lying. I do have it. Okay, well, it doesn't fucking matter, does it? Because I need the part. And I think this is, like, the only part that I actually need, because I have her chassis, right? Yeah, I, like, literally have everything but this, so. Anything for a neuther? What the fuck did I just say? Anything for another set to sell. Yeah, just a weird social thing that I have.
A fissure. Defend yourself.
I guess I just, like, don't like being uncomfortable.
Use that reactant to open a relic. You are going to need more reactant if you want to open that relic. The Orokin Neural Sentry is attempting to purge you from this place. Stand by for life support.
I don't know. It is very odd.
All manner of Orokin technology may work here due to the Circulus's proximity.
Alright, let's have this. I should throw more energy consumption in this guy. Or more, like, energy return. I think I miss my wife.
The relic has been crafted.
Also, like,
Finish your mission.
I'm just running out of, like, date ideas in general, I guess. Or not running out of date, or, no, I kind of am. There's only, like, so many times you can go to a movie theater, right? And, like, that's just, like, really lame as well. I tried the arcade once, and, you know, that didn't bode very well. I don't know, dude. It's just so, just gets too awkward for me. It would be, like, it would be way easier if it was, like, a double date thing, where, like, I could, like, have my best friend with me, and then, like, his girl, and then I'd have me and, like, maybe her friend, right? That would be awesome, but then that would also, like, require me to, I don't know. Like, I would have to, I don't know. I don't know, dude. I would have to just, I feel like if I were in that scenario, I'd be too reliant on my best friend, you know, like, carrying the conversation, which, again, is very pathetic to say out loud. And it wasn't even the case the first time I did double date. It was not the case, because, like, I was, like, I don't know, like, we were, like, you know, me and the girl were hitting it off. We were kind of hitting it off, but, you know, again, I don't know. That was, like, the first time I, like, unprompted held a girl's hand, you know? That was, like, the first time I was, like, we were, like, holding hands, linking arms. Like, then again, like, I didn't even know this girl, really. Like, I only knew her for, like, I think it was, like, a week at the time I knew her. And then, like, so, I mean, that one was kind of doomed to fail. But that was, the day was pretty good, I guess. Is it too much to ask for? I guess, like, it's just not gonna come easy for me, especially if I'm just, like, if I have like this many bad qualities with my communication, like looking at it now after like saying all this shit, like I have so many inequalities with my communication skills that I actually can kind of see why I don't at all have a girlfriend yet. It would be so much easier for me if I didn't have this issue, or if I didn't have these issues, these millions on top of millions of issues that I have. It would be so much easier. So it's gonna be way, way harder. And like I already tried the whole like waiting until like a girl likes me first and then like she approaches me. But like given the way that
The sentry
society is,
look out for troopers.
girls don't ever like want to approach guys themselves. They kind of, you know, want vice versa. And it's like, again, right? That is very fucking pathetic if I have to have a girl approach me and confess to me first rather than me just stomach up the courage to just ask her out myself, you know? But it's like, it's, again, like after saying all of this, you can see how exceedingly difficult it is for me to actually get that far anyway. Right? So, believe me, I want to be able to, like, freely ask a girl out when I want to. I just kind of can't. Fuck this game. I just kind of can't. Wish I could. Probably could, if given practice, but, like, realistically, how much practice do I need for this shit, right? Like, I want a girl that's really forward
Cursed place of stolen lives.
and is just like
Will drain your
willing to
they are destroyed.
like I don't want to say like put in the effort for me, because like that's obviously like a given, right? Because like if your partner isn't putting in effort for you, then like what's the point of being in that relationship, right? But like I want a girl to I want a girl that like have the mind to like know and like clearly see that there is obviously like an issue that I have with communication that she's willing to like nurture in a sense, and that she's willing to like help me work through, right? Even if it means, you know, like having to do the stuff that usually I would have to do. Such as being the one to initiate conversation. It's like I don't like having to be the one. I especially hate having to be the okay, this might be a three-parter. I especially hate having to be the one that has to like start and then carry the conversation. Like I really like again, as I said before, I run out of things to say very quickly. And it was only really good on the double date because like she was letting me yap about my story, right? And she was like freely listening, right? And it was only good that time because, you know, she was actually willing to listen and, you know, wanted to like hear me talk. But like I run out of things to say very quickly, so it's like, you know, I want you to at least also try to make equal conversation, like put in equal effort to conversate, right?